Varieties of the color green may differ in hue, chroma or lightness, or in 2 or 3 of these qualities. Variations in value are also called tints and shades, a tint being a green or other hue mixed with white, a shade being mixed with black. A large selection of these various colors is shown below. Green in nature. Green is common in nature, especially in plants. Many plants are green mainly because of a complex chemical known as chlorophyll which is involved in photosynthesis. Many shades of green have been named after plants or are related to plants. Due to varying ratios of chlorophylls, the plant kingdom exhibits many shades of green in both hue and value. The chlorophylls in living plants have distinctive green colors, while dried or cooked portions of plants are different shades of green due to the chlorophyll molecules losing their inner magnesium ion. Artichoke. Artichoke is a color that is a representation of the color of a raw, fresh, uncooked artichoke. Another name for this color is artichoke green. The first recorded use of artichoke green as a color name in English was in 1905. Artichoke green. This is the color called artichoke green in Pantone. The source is Pantone 180125 TPX asparagus. Asparagus is a tone of green that is named after the vegetable. Crayola created this color in 1993 as one of the 16 to be named in the Name the Color contest. It is also the color of a wild asparagus plant blowing in the wind of the 1949 classic film Sounds of Iwo Jima. Another name for this color is asparagus green. The first recorded use of asparagus green as a color name in English was in 1805. Avocado. Avocado is a color that is a representation of the color of the outer surface of an avocado. The color avocado is a dark yellow-green color. Avocado was a common color for metal surfaces as well as the color harvest gold. During the whole decade of the 1970s, they were both also popular colors for shag carpets. Both colors went out of style by the early 1980s. Dark green. Dark green is a dark shade of green. A different shade of green has been designated as dark green for certain computer uses. Fern green. Fern green is a color that resembles ferns. A Crayola crayon named Fern was created in 1998, which is a lighter shade of the top color shown on the right. The first recorded use of fern green as a color name in English was in 1902. Forest green. Forest green refers to a green color said to resemble the color of the trees and other plants in a forest. The first recorded use of forest green as the name of a color in the English language was in 1810. Hookers green. Hookers green is a dark green color created by mixing Prussian blue and gamboge. The color is displayed at right. Hooker's green takes its name from botanical artist William Hooker, who first created a special pigment for leaves. Jungle green displayed at right is the color jungle green. In 1990, Crayola named and formulated this specific tone of jungle green. The first recorded use of jungle green as a name of a color in the English language was in 1926. Laurel green. Laurel green is a medium light hue of greenish-gray similar to asparagus, but lighter. The first recorded use of laurel green as a name of a color in the English language was in 1705. Light green. Light green is a light tint of green. Light green environmentalism is a concept that adherence to environmentalism is best promoted as an individual consumer choice. The term light green environmentalism is used by environmentalists as a synonym for greenwashing. Mantis. Mantis is a color that is a representation of the color of a praying mantis. The first use of mantis as a color name in English was when it was included as one of the colors on the Zona.com color list, promulgated in 2001. Moss green. Moss green is a tone of green that resembles moss. The first recorded use of moss green as a color name in English was in 1884. Dark moss green. Myrtle green, also called myrtle, is a color which is a representation of the color of the leaves of the myrtle plant. The first recorded use of myrtle green as a color name in English was in 1835. Myrtle is the official designation of the green stripes on Waterloo Rugby Club's shirts, the green of Hunslet Hawks Rugby League Club, the green stripes of the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and the green of the Blazers sports kit and scarf of St. Aloysius College, Glasgow. It is also one of the school colors of Lane Technical College Prep High School in Chicago, the other being Old Gold. The Bagwe green, the cricket cap worn by Australian Test cricketers since around the turn of the 20th century, is myrtle green in color. Mint green. Mint green is a pale tint of green that resembles the color of mint green pigment, and was a popular color in the 1950s. Pine green. Pine green is a rich shade of spring green that resembles the color of pine trees. It is an official Crayola color that is this exact shade in the Crayola crayon, but in the markers, it is known as crocodile green. Previous statement has yet to be verified. The first recorded use of pine tree as a color name in English was in 1923. Sap green. Sap green is a green pigment that was traditionally made of ripe buckthorn berries. However, modern colors marketed under this name are usually a blend of other pigments, commonly with a basis of phthalocyanine green. Shamrock green. Shamrock green is a tone of green that represents the color of shamrocks, a symbol of Ireland. Another name for this color is shamrock. The first recorded use of shamrock as a color name in English was in the 1820s. This green is also defined as Irish green Pantone 347. It is customary in Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and the United States to wear this or any other tone of green on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. The Boston Celtics of the National Basketball Association use this shade for their uniforms, logos, and other memorabilia. Tea green. Tea green is a light shade of green. It is a representation of the color of brewed green tea, i.e., the color of the hot green tea after the green tea leaves have been brewed in boiling water. The first recorded use of tea green as a color name in English was in 1858. Teal. Teal is displayed at right. It is a dark cyan color that is a representation of the color of the neck coloring of a duck called the common teal. Olive. Olive is the shade of dark yellow-green found on green olives. It has been commonly used by militaries around the world as a color for uniforms and equipment. Computer web color. Greens. Green, the color defined as green in the RGB color model, displayed on the right, is the brightest possible green that can be reproduced on a computer screen, and is the color named green in X11. It is one of the three primary colors used in the RGB color space along with red and blue. The three additive primaries in the RGB color system are the three colors of light chosen such as to provide the maximum range of colors that are capable of being represented on a computer or television set. This color is also called regular green. It is at precisely 120 degrees on the HSV color wheel, also known as the RGB color wheel. Its complementary color is magenta. Another name for this color is green, as opposed to the darker HTML, CSS green and the deeper pigment green, both shown below. Green takes up a large portion of the CIE chromaticity diagram because it is in the central area of human color perception. Green, the color defined as green in HTML, CSS color standard, is displayed at right. It is the color called green, low green or medium green in many of the older 8-bit computer palettes. Another name for this color is green W3C, dark green. This is the X11 HTML color dark green. Additional definitions of green. Green, the color defined as green in the CMYK color system used in printing, also known as pigment green, is the tone of green that is achieved by mixing process cyan and process yellow in equal proportions. It is displayed at right. The purpose of the CMYK color system is to provide the maximum possible gamut of color reproducible in printing. The color indicated is only approximate as the colors of printing inks may vary. Green, the color defined as green in the NCS natural color system, is shown at right. The natural color system is a color system based on the four unique hues of psychological primary colors: red, yellow, green, and blue. The NCS is based on the opponent process theory of vision. The natural color system is widely used in Scandinavia. Green, the color defined as green in the Munsell color system, is shown at right. The Munsell color system is a color space that specifies colors based on three color dimensions: hue, value, and chroma, spaced uniformly in 3 dimensions in the elongated oval at an angle-shaped Munsell color solid according to the logarithmic scale which governs human perception. In order for all the colors to be spaced uniformly, it was found necessary to use a color wheel with 5 primary colors: red, yellow, green, blue, and purple. The Munsell colors displayed are only approximate as they have been adjusted to fit into the sRGB gamut. Green is the color that is called green in Pantone. The source of this color is the Pantone textile paper extended color list, color hash green CECHCPCU or up green. Green is the color called green in Crayola crayons.